Nobody out, nobody on. Kyle Schwarber to bat. 17-minute delay, we understand. Schwarber rips a base hit into right field. A bullet between Napoli and Kipnis. Kipnis was 30 feet out onto the grass and dove toward the line, couldn't get it. Schwarber continues to do amazing things, Ron.
Well, when you pitch Schwarber inside and you pitch right into his strength, he's got such a short swing. He pounds this ball into that hole and into right field, and now the Cubs will have, I believe, a pinch runner for Kyle Schwarber.
Schwarber leaves a 3-hit game in Game 7 of the World Series. He gets congratulations and hugs from all of his teammates. And we're still trying to identify. That's Albert Almora Jr. running at first. Chris Bryant at the plate. Shaw ready in the pitch to Chris. Down low, ball 1. Almora very fast. Being held by Napoli. Bryant with a warning track fly ball, a single, a walk, and a strikeout, and 2 runs scored. Now the 1-0 to Chris. Fouled away. Shaw got away with 1. That was a wheelhouse delivery.
That's that cut fastball was left up, but it is at 96 miles an hour. Shaw's got a very good arm. Chris had a great swing. He's fouled it straight back. Otero and Bauer warming up in the Cleveland bullpen.
The pitch. Bryant pops it up foul off to the right out of play. A ball and 2 strikes on Chris. Cubs 6, Indians 6, 10th inning. Almora taking a conservative lead. He does not want to get picked off. Bryant trying to get a hold of one. And the 1-2 by Shaw. And Bryant takes a little bit high. Didn't miss by much.
Boy, Chris has had just great command of the strike zone tonight. All night long, he's taking pitches all around the zone. And when something's been in there to go ahead and put a good swing on it, he has.
10th inning in Game 7 of the World Series. Just when you thought we couldn't go any further, we do.
Right?
Cubs haven't won a title since 1908. Bryant hits a high fly ball, right center field. Back goes Davis near the warning track and makes the catch. Tagging Almora going to second, and he's in there at second base. Bryant just missed a home run. Davis caught it to the right of dead center, right up against the wall in deep right center.
If that ball's hit 20 to 30 minutes ago when the wind was howling towards right center field, that ball is long gone, and it ends up being caught right at the wall in center field. Chris gave it a ride.
Here's Anthony Rizzo. Now first base is open.
I just can't imagine Cleveland pitching to Anthony Rizzo with the base open.
The catcher, Gomes, has not squatted yet behind the plate, nor will he. They're going to walk him. Almora now will remain alert at second. There's ball 1 outside. Intentional walk to Rizzo. This has that feeling, Ron, of being in the theory of let someone else beat you.
Boy, without question. Anthony's had some great swings. Big home run yesterday.
Almora will remain in the game as the DH and bats second. Right now, he's the go-ahead run. That was alert base running by Albert to move up on the long fly ball by Bryant.
Davis, not a very good throwing arm, and once again, not really getting himself set to make a throw.
Runners at first and second. Rizzo trotting to first. And here is Ben Zobrist. He has had so many big hits this season. He's batting left-handed. Ben hitless tonight, but he's had some good swings. A nail-biter at Progressive Field in Ohio.
This should be a good matchup for Zoe. That cutter inside. He usually handles the ball inside well as a left-handed hitter.
Zobrist takes high, ball 1. You got a couple of good run producers here with a chance. Zobrist and then Addison Russell on deck. Now the 1-0 from Shaw. Zobrist will take a strike. Outfield straight away. The right fielder Martinez not all that deep. He wants to be able to make a throw home, of course. Almora leads at second. Rizzo from first. Tie game, the 1-1. Strike 2 call.
So didn't like the call, Pat. That pitch might have been on a corner, might have been just a little bit away. Pretty good pitch by Shaw right on the block.
Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Now the 1-2. Bounced foul, Ben protecting. That pitch was probably borderline high and outside, but he did not want to be called out on strikes.
Elmora at second base doing a good job taking a look at where the outfielders are positioned to make sure, A, he doesn't get doubled off, but B, if the ball's hit, where the players are positioned so he can get a decent jump at second base on a base hit.
Tie game, 10th inning, 1 down, the pitch. Ground ball to third, base hit down the left field line. The go-ahead run will score. The ball is backhanded by Geyer. Rizzo goes to third. Double for Zobrist. Cubs lead 7-6.
You talk about a big plate appearance for the Chicago Cubs. Zobrist against Shaw, a backdoor cutter, and Zo shoots it down the third base line after protecting the plate, shoots it down the line. A run scores Elmora, Rizzo to third, and it comes with second and third and only 1 out, and a run in the 10th inning.
Ben Zobrist with an RBI double. Russell will not bat. They'll walk him intentionally. Miguel Montero coming up. Cubs 7, Indians 6.
Zobrist does such a good job of handling guys that throw hard. He has a good short swing. He gets that backdoor cutter and just goes with it. What a great swing and a good pitch by Shaw.
Albert Almora scoring the go-ahead run. And again, alert base running by Albert to move up from first to second on the fly ball by Chris Bryant. And that's what forced the Indians to walk Rizzo and have to face Zobrist.
Boy, now his first at-bat of the night, Miguel Montero. I do recall Miggy with a big at-bat with the bases loaded, partner.
Joel Blanton of the Dodgers in Game 1 of the NLCS. Pinch hitting. He is now batting. This is not a pinch hit. He's in the game defensively. Cubs 7, Indians 6. Bases loaded, 1 away. The Indians have the infield in. Shaw from the stretch deals. Fastball high. We often bring up the point run when you walk somebody intentionally, it forces the pitcher to throw strikes. Easier said than done. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter.
Miggy just looking for something up that he can get at least a sacrifice fly.
Montero bounces one foul off his foot. Rizzo, the runner at third. That could be a very big run at third base. Nobody throwing in the Cub bullpen. Chapman was in the game to end the ninth. Carl Edwards Jr. has been throwing.
Yeah, I believe Carl, Pat, actually is probably ready from just watching him a while ago throw.
Cubs have already taken the lead here in the 10th inning. The pitch to Montero. Ground ball left field, base hit. One run is in. Zobrist around third, holding. Cubs lead 8-6. Miguel Montero comes through. And now the Cubs lead by 2.
Boy, a great at-bat by Miggy. He stays inside the ball with his hands infield drawn in. Doesn't try to do too much and just shoots it the other way. Cubs with their second run here in the top of the 10th.
Terry Francona to the mound. He's going to have to make a change. Miguel Montero coming through. How about 8 different Cubs with RBIs in a ball game?
Unreal. Just a great job here in the 10th inning, too, of just doing little things right, putting the ball in play, taking what the pitcher has given him.
A pitching change is forthcoming. Trevor Bauer, right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. Hayward facing Bauer. Cubs 8, Indians 6, 10th inning. The Indians were down by 3 in the bottom of the 8th inning against Aroldis Chapman. A 2-run homer by Rajay Davis tied the game. Hayward trying to drive in another insurance run. He swings and misses at a curve in the dirt, and the count now 0-2. That pitch was not close to the plate.
Yeah, Hayward swings at a ball. This ball bounces. This is where just adrenaline takes over, and you just got to take a couple deep breaths, step out, and clear your mind. Easy to say from the broadcast booth. 10th inning, Game 7 of the World Series.
There comes the 0-2, fouled away by Hayward. A little surprised that Bauer made that pitch as close to the middle of the plate as he did, Ron.
Yeah, that was a good hittable pitch. Hayward wanted to get a good long look, just a little tardy on that fastball from Bauer.
Cubs with a 2-run lead. Again, 8 different Cubbies with RBIs in the game. Hayward trying to make it 9. Now the 0-2 by Bauer. Curveball, check swing. Did he go? Yes. Strike 3. Hayward chased another ball that bounced. And that is the second out in the inning. And it'll bring up Javier Baez. The set by Bauer and the pitch on the way to Baez. Fastball is inside, ball 1. The Indians will have the 4, 5, and 6 spots due up in the bottom of the 10th inning. Zobrist leads down the line at third. Russell away from second. Montero from first. Here's the 1-0. Baez swings and misses. Bauer got away with a high curveball. 1-1.
Yeah, that's when the high breaking ball. Javi took that big swing, swung through it.
Cubs have scored twice here in the 10th inning. Bases loaded, 2 down. A ball and a strike on Baez. Bauer's next pitch. Swing and a miss. Threw a fastball right by him, 1-2.
Bauer's mixed in some breaking balls, and that last little fastball inside. Threw it right past Javi.
Runners lead at every station, and the 1-2. Baez checks and takes down low for ball 2, 2-2. And the next pitch. Fly ball, center field. Davis is there. He's going to make the play, and the inning will end. But the Cubs score twice. Fasten those seatbelts. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. The Cubs are 3 outs away from history. Cubs 8, Indians 6. You are listening to the World Series on the Score, presented by AutoZone. Carl Edwards Jr., a rookie right-hander, trying to nail it down for the Cubs. Bottom of the 10th inning. Mike Napoli batting. How you doing, partner?
I am doing just great. My fingers and all that aren't doing all that well. 3 outs.
Right-hander to right-hander. The pitch on the way to Napoli. Strike 1 call. Edwards, tall and slender, has a great arm. He gets the target into his motion and the 0-1. Napoli takes upstairs. An RBI double by Ben Zobrist in the top of the 10th broke the tie. A run-scoring single by Miguel Montero provided insurance. Here's the 1-1. Napoli hits it foul off to the right out of play. 1-2. What are you thinking here, Ron?
Boy, I like that last pitch Edwards threw to Napoli. To me, if Carl can just stay outer third against these guys with that good 96-mile-an-hour fastball, little cut, don't need to get too far away from that pitch.
Now the 1-2 on the way. Upstairs, ball 2. Still warm, 72 degrees. Unbelievably nice for November 2nd. And now the 2-2 pitch on the way. Napoli strikes out swinging. That's out number 1. The Cubs are 2 outs away.
Great pitch from Edwards. That's that fastball angled down, cutting away from Napoli. Swung right through it. Never had a chance.
1 down. Here is Jose Ramirez. The Cubs had a 3-run lead in the 8th inning and could not hang on to it. Edwards gets the first man out with a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 10th. Ramirez 2 for 4. Everybody in the park is on their feet. And I think all of our listeners are on their feet no matter where they are as well.
What a game this has been.
A complete game. Bouncing ball to short, fielded by Russell. Throws to Rizzo. 2 down. The Cubs are 1 out away.
Nice play by Addy. He comes in. It's an excellent breaking ball by Edwards. Ramirez out in front just rolls a ground ball. Addison fields this ball. Perfect strike to Anthony Rizzo for the second out here in the 10th.
The Cubs are 1 out away from winning the title. And Cub fans, you are going to remember where you were right now for the rest of your life. The pitch on the way to Geyer is down low for ball 1.
Carl Edwards has mixed in good fastballs and some good breaking balls here in the 10th.
Here comes the 1-0 pitch. And Geyer takes down low for a ball. And if you feel like your heart is pounding a little bit right now, you're not alone. Bryant even with the bag at third. 2 outs, nobody on. The 2-0 pitch on the way to Geyer. Low for ball 3, 3-0. You certainly don't want to walk a man in this spot. On deck is the guy that tied the game with a home run in the 8th inning, Rajay Davis.
Montero goes out to the mound to talk to Carl Edwards Jr., settle him down. Talk to him about just aiming for the middle of the plate. Let's throw a few strikes and make them swing the bat to get on base.
Cubs on the threshold of the greatest victory in the history of the franchise. The 3-0 is taken for a strike.
I gotta believe this has got to be a take also.
Here comes the 3-1. Geyer takes ball 4. So the Indians will get the tying run to the plate. And it is Rajay Davis. Here comes the 1-0 to Davis. And he'll hit a line drive, base hit to center. Rounding third and coming in to score is Geyer. And now it's an 8-7 ball game.
Boy, pretty good swing by Davis. He gets this ball down and away and just shoots it back through the middle for a base knock. And that will bring out Joe Madden.
Michael Martinez due to bat. And let's see if Joe is going to make a change. He will. He's going to bring in a left-hander. Cubs now trying to hang on, leading 8-7 in the bottom of the 10th inning. It'll be Mike Montgomery to try to get the final out. Michael Martinez is a switch batter, so he'll bat right-handed against Mike Montgomery. Bottom of the 10th inning of an extraordinary ball game. The Cubs 8 runs, 13 hits, 3 errors. The Indians 7 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. Both teams trying to snap long droughts. The Indians, a 68-year drought since their last title, the longest such drought in the American League, and the Cubs, well, you know, it's been 108 years since their last title. 2 down. Cubs lead by a run. Tying run at first. Martinez at the plate. Bryant guards the line at third. Here we go. Montgomery's pitch. Curveball strike. 0-1.
Outfielders for the Cubs playing no doubles. Zoe extremely deep in left. Fowler deep in center. Hayward not quite as deep in right.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it and throw to Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. The Cubs come pouring out of the dugout, jumping up and down like a bunch of delirious 10-year-olds. The Cubs have done it. The longest drought in the history of American sports is over, and the celebration begins.